Alright, welcome back to part 6. So let's have a look at the following sketch. Alright, so here you have a shape ABCD. You know that AB is 20 centimeters, A1 is 42 degrees, A2 is 25 degrees, and then we want to know what is CD. So we want to calculate the length of this side. Now the first hint I can give you is the fact that there is a 90-degree angle. Alright, so whenever you see a 90-degree angle, you know there's two things I can do. I can either make use of my trig ratios, alright, so my trig identiteite, so either sine, cos or tan, or this is the one option, or my other option is to make use of Pythagoras. Alright, so let's have a look at what we have. Do you see that there is two 90-degree triangles? Alright, so this is my first 90-degree triangle. So that is triangle ABC. And then I have a second triangle. So let's make this one blue so that it can stand out, which is A, B, D. Alright, so those are the two 90-degree triangles. Now we want just this part here. Okay, we just want CD. Alright, but to be able to get that, I have to first get something else. So let's start in my first triangle. So let's start in triangle ABC. Alright, so I have 20 centimeters and I have this angle. Alright, I want to work out what will be CB. Because I can get this part in my tiny triangle and that part in my big triangle. I can minus 2 and it will give me this part. Alright, that is what you're supposed to be able to see. Now, if we look only at triangle ABC, so let's just redraw it for those struggling to see. So here's triangle ABC, 90-degree, 20 centimeters, and with this angle here is 42 degrees. Alright, so let's make a checklist. What do I have? I have my angle. I get my hook. Alright, my angle is 42 degrees. Now looking at the angle I have, let's see which sides do I have. Alright, so I have this 20 centimeters. What will that 20 centimeters be? Will it be my adjacent, my opposite, or my hypotenuse? Is my 20 centimeter my aangrensende sy, my teenoorstaande sy, of my skynsy? The fact that it is touching the 42 degrees, okay? It is touching it means that it's an adjacent side. Dis my aangrensende sy. Okay, so we know the adjacent side is 20 centimeters. And the side I want is BC. So what will BC be? It will be my opposite side of my teenoorstaande sy. Alright, so in a triangle you always check what angle do you have, what side do you have, and then what is the side you want. Now what function or what trig ratio do we know has to do with adjacent sides and opposite sides? Wat het trig identiteite te doen met aangrensende sye en teenoorstaande sye? Alright, it has to be tan. Because tan theta is your adjacent side over, tan is your opposite side over your adjacent side. Dis jou teenoorstaande sy op jou aangrensende sy. Alright, so now let's substitute in what we have. We know that we have an angle, so in angle's place we're going to put 42 degrees. We don't have our opposite side. Our opposite side is BC, so we're just going to write down BC. And then my adjacent side of my aangrensende sy is 20 centimeters, so I put in my 20 centimeters. Alright, so to calculate BC I have to get it alone, so I'm going to take this 20 centimeter, I'm going to take it over, and because it's dividing on the other side, it has to multiply on the other side. Omdat dit deel aan hierdie kant, so ek dit oorvat, moet dit gaan maal. So actually I have 20 times tan 42 which will give me BC. Alright, so let's quickly put that into our calculators. So 20 times tan 42 degrees will give me BC as 18 centimeters. Alright, so now we know that this part here is 18 centimeter. Alright, now let's focus on our big triangle. Alright, so big triangle is triangle ABD. Okay, so let's quickly redraw triangle ABD. There's my 90 degrees. I know that this side here is 20 centimeters. And my angle A, remember this entire thing is your angle A, so it's 42 plus 25, which is 67 degrees. Alright, so now we're going to do exactly the same thing. So what is the angle I have? Alright, I have the angle of 67 degrees. Perfect. Now, what is this side I have? Okay, that 20 centimeters once again is my adjacent side. That's my aangrensende side. How do I know it's the adjacent side? Because it's touching the 67. Alright, so that is 27. And then I want BD. So BD is opposite my 67. That is teenoor my 67. So my opposite side, my teenoorstaande sy, is BD. So once again, I'm working with adjacent and opposite, which I know is tan. So tan theta is equals to my opposite side over my adjacent side, my teenoorstaande sy op my aangrensende sy. So if I substitute in what I have, I know my angle is 67, so it will be tan 67 degrees. My opposite side, my teenoorstaande sy is BD, and my adjacent side is 20. Alright, so to get BD alone, I have to take this 20, I have to take it over, and if I take it over, it becomes 20 times tan 67 equals to BD. Alright, so BD is in actual fact equal to 47,12 centimeters. Alright, so now I have an entire length here. So I have this entire side, and I know that it is, what did we just now say? 47,12 centimeters. Alright, so if I only want this part, I only want CD, I'm going to take my 47 and minus it with a 18. Alright, so I'm just going to write it down here. So we're going to say CD is equal to BD, my entire side, minus BC. Okay, so CD, die deel wat ek wil hê, is gelyk aan my hele sy wat BD is, minus die klein stukkie wat BC is. So it is 47,12 minus 18. And if I do that, I get 29,12 centimeters. Alright, so dis hier hierdie vraag benader. You always start with what 90-degree triangles I have. So if you're unsure what to do, just find a 90-degree triangle and calculate all the sides or all the angles in that triangle. Then you do that with all of your triangles. And hopefully by the time you've worked out all the sides, you know what to do. If not, at least I can give you marks, or a teacher can give you marks for calculating the correct sides. Alright, so in a test, whenever you get a question like this, know there's only two things you can do, either your trig ratios or Pythagoras. And when you break it up into 90-degree triangles, calculate for unknown sides and see if you can bring those unknown sides together to draw a final conclusion.